Hi everybody. Hi everybody. This is Black Pixie and I am back with another video. In this video, I'm looking at a interview with RKelly's representative or spokesman at the Trump Towers. I guess where he's about to go in for his child support hearing. And there's a couple of things he said I found interesting. They asked about him paying child support. And it's something that I've been saying in different ones' comment section. How is he supposed to pay child support if the goal is to completely mute R. Kelly for making any music, to doing any work of any kind ever? How is he supposed to pay child support? So, in another video, they talked about RKelly. Said that, I think I got a video on here talking about that, but RKelly said R. Kelly stopped paying her child support to punish her and her children because she said she was going to Lifetime to tell her story, and that's why he stopped the child support. And I add up based on how much child support he owed, where my son on Facebook added up first and put it and made a Facebook post about it. And I said, I never thought about that. So I added up too, and $160,000 does add up to 8 months of child support at $20,000 a month. So if she's going to tell her story, how can he pay her child support? Because now her goal is to make sure he's not working. I'm getting $20,000 a month child support. I'm not going to put my 2 cents in to make sure that he doesn't work to pay the child support. To me, that makes absolutely no sense. Well, anyway, he's talking about that, so I'm gonna let this play.
You know, Mr. Kelly was arrested for 161 637 18 cent failure to pay child support. He's back in today on basically, a routine visit, an update on the courts to work through, navigate through the process of what's going to happen with the child support, whether it be reduced or whatever that may be. That's why he's here today. Any questions?
Why would it be reduced?
Well, Mr. Kelly's not working, so he can't afford $21,000 a month. That makes no sense.
Do you expect it to be reduced?
Well, it should be. I hope so. I mean, why wouldn't it? He doesn't have a job.
In any normal child support case, the person that is not working can't pay child support. I have a son who pays child support to his daughter. I think she's 9 at this point. He pays child support, but at one time, the child support with the girl, she runs to his job, start fights, do all kind of things, to get him in trouble, so he can't pay child support, which to me never made any sense. So she got him fired, running out there on the job. You know how young people can get sometimes, wanting to fight, acting crazy. And then the supervisor comes in like, well, what is going on? They having to call in the police or have her escorted off the job site. And then we're calling out and all kind of stuff. Gets the one paying child support fired. So that never made any sense to me. You're getting child support, but you're making sure the person can't pay the child support. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Now, this is from someone who's not rich, who's not wealthy. What I call in a community where people who make poverty wages, this is how this goes on all the time. But for a millionaire to go out there and make sure that a millionaire father can't pay child support, this makes no sense. Jay has the same mentality of these young girls of the in the poor neighborhoods. He's not working. How can he pay child support? So that's what I say. She messed up. I don't know. She thought she was gonna get a bigger check, going to Lifetime, whatever. I don't know, but to get on there and make sure this man does not work, and then sue for child support makes absolutely no sense to me. None.
He owes us about $30,000, and the remainder of that $191,000. Is that due today, or does he need to pay that soon?
Miss Kelly owes zero. Miss Kelly paid 161, the total amount of it.
Okay, the court documents indicate he owes.
It doesn't matter what the court documents say. He paid $161,000. That's what he paid. That's what he owes.
Who paid it?
I have no idea. Friends, fans.
So another fan building on the
See, friends and fans.
Right.
See, right here, he says friends and fans. And people think friends and fans, everybody should turn against RKelly and, just let him go to jail. But the thing is, the things that people are doing now, the fact that these people making sure this man doesn't work, people, critical thinking people can see, okay, the goal is to make sure he's not working. Therefore, he goes to jail for child support. Critical thinking people are going to see it for what it is. Okay, he's not paying his child support not because he punishing Drea and the children. He's not paying his child support because he was paying it up until then. He's not paying it because he's not working, and they're making sure he's not working. And so critical thinking people is going, especially those fans of his, these friends of his, they're going to come together, get the money. And since they harassed the first girl that went down there, she said it wasn't her money. See, RKelly is not broke. And RKelly proved he wasn't broke. When he said he went to court, he said he went to, not to court, he said he went to jail for the first time. He checked his account and he had $50,000 in there. So he was going to pay the child support and to get out of jail and all that with that. What did they do? Freeze it. All this money is froze. So what money he do have is frozen. So these people raise this money and pay his child support. When his money is unfroze or he making it, he can pay them back. So that's just how that looks to me. But the people are paying his child support because people are making sure he can't get to what money he do have and making sure he's not working to make any money. So people, critical thinking people who see that, they're going to come together and pay his child support. Whether that be true or not, I don't know. It's just a perspective that I'm looking at because I'm not on RKelly's side and I'm not on the accuser's side. I'm not on nobody's side. I look at what you're saying based on what the other side is saying, and I look at it, what makes sense. Critically thinking, what makes sense. Critically thinking, if you're making sure someone is not working and they put them in jail for child support and say they're not paying their child support because they are punishing somebody, makes absolutely no sense to me. But anyway.
Yeah.
Does Mr. Kelly have assets that he could sell to come up with more money?
I can't hear you one more time.
Does Mr. Kelly have assets he could sell to come up with more money?
Well, that's a good question. At this particular point, he does not.
Does he own the Trump condo, the Trump Tower condo, or does he rent that?
Oh, he's renting there.
Did you hear about that false alarm yesterday uptown?
It was a false alarm. It's one of the things I want to address. Myself, Mr. Kelly, two attorneys, and one other person, who I will not say who that person is, and the two females that live in the house with Ms. Kelly, we were there having a...
1 second, wait a wheelchair.
Ma'am, hold on.
Today. Okay. Again, we were inside Trump Towers having a meeting, just going over strategy and everything, and Ms. Kelly's future. And 8 police officers locked on the door. Basically said they had a report that someone had 4 females in the building or in the apartment through human trafficking. The next call we got that Mr. Kelly had tried to commit suicide. Neither was.
Okay, this thing about 4 people came to RKelly's rented hotel at Trump's house through human trafficking. That makes absolutely no sense. Think about it. Now, I listened to that audio that came through 911. The first thing I noticed about the audio is that the person called the human trafficking hotline to report. There's 4 people there's to report that Azrael and 4 other people in R. Kelly is having a suicide pact. First of all, only Azrael's name was mentioned, not Jocelyn, who is also there, or any of these other girls that may be there. The fact that they say Azrael and 4 other girls tells me that it got to be somebody from Azrael's family that must have called that in. And even the 911 lady, just in her voice shows that she did not believe that. She was just reporting it because the call came in. I listened to it about 2 or 3 times, 3 or 4 times. And this lady's voice, this 911 lady's voice, shows that she does not believe that. She didn't really believe R. Kelly has no human trafficking 4 girls with a suicide pact in Trump Towers. He's renting it. So where are he going to hide girls? That makes absolutely no sense. I guess they just wanted to get into the hotel to see what they could see. What you can see from what this brother says. And they did not let them in. I guess because they didn't have to. But anyway, that human trafficking thing, that was about as hopes can get. And then, and I didn't know that on the interview with Gail, I think it was with Gail, that the mother came out and said that, mentioned the pack about the suicide pact and all of that in the interview, and all of a sudden we hear a 911 call comes in about it. Critically thinking, that makes no sense to me. I question everything. Some things just stand out as so obvious that I have to okay, let me pause a minute and look at this.
Well, true. Police came, they wanted to come in, we did not let them in. They did their report and they left. That's pretty much it. Mr. Kelly walked out, walked his dog, smoked a cigar, and I did a small interview yesterday, and that's pretty much it.
How often are you guys talking to Andrea Kelly or working with her?
I don't talk to Andrea Kelly at all, period.
Do you expect her to be at any of these hearings moving forward?
Well, I would think so. I would think if she's the person that's getting paid the child support for the children, I would think she would be here. And, you got a child that's 21. I have no idea why a 21-year-old is getting child support anyway. A 20-year-old who's getting child support, I don't understand why a 20-year-old is getting child support. And a child that's 17, which I understand should get child support, is going to be 18, I think, in the next couple months. So none of it makes sense.
These families continue to say that they are not able.
Yeah. I wondered how old R. Kelly kids was, because I kind of figured they were adults by now because of some of the videos that I've seen. So the youngest one is 17. I guess with the fact that the child support is about to run out, like they say that 17-year-old will be 18 in like a couple of months. Child support is about to run out. Therefore, she won't be getting any more money from R. Kelly. So I guess getting on the bandwagon of seeing what she can get out of that. I guess that's another check. But like he said, he completely paid up the child support. Everything's paid. She got all her money. So what she does with that, I guess, is her business. And he probably paid for the next couple of months that he's going to be 18. Like I said, they're going to court today to see if they're going to lower it. My thing is, why would he's not working? So of course you're going to lower it. But the boy's going to be 18 in a couple of months. So it will seem to me that the child support would be, it would end. Like I say, that you go to court, you put those other 2 months in there wherever he's going to be, and the child support ends at 18. So like he said, she's paid zero. He owes her nothing. So now see how that turned out. But her doing it the way she did, another example too of when my son was paying child support. He paying child support. She takes him to court to get more child support than she was getting. First of all, he had a good job, making good money. Well, it's still poverty wages, but I guess it is what it is. Because to me, $25 and under is poverty wages, so he's making the money to pay child support. Now, you don't cause him to lose a job. Now he's out looking for another job. He gets fired that Friday. Monday he had an interview. Tuesday he had a job. But he's making less than he was making at the other job. Now you take him to court and sues him for child support to get more child support. I don't know who some of these girls be talking to, but just common sense. He's making less money, so you take him to court to increase the child support. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Well, anyway, it turned out just the way we tried to tell her it would turn out. He said, well, okay, I still go ahead and pay the same amount, because he wanted his daughter to be, to make sure she's taken care of. But the lady said you were making less money. He said, I know, but I still try to pay it anyway. So you know how young people can be? Act a donkey. The lady was like, he's agreeing to pay more money. She said, so you know what? They decreased the child support anyway. In the end, she ended up getting less. Like, isn't that what we told you? So now, because he's making less, she took him to court to get more child support. His child support was decreased. And they decreased it, and he didn't want to decrease it. He just wanted to still try to pay it anyway. But they decreased it. Because young people don't know how to act, for one. And the fact that it was obvious he had no problem taking care of his child. And so he pays less. So that's what he gets. So my thing is, with this thing with RKelly, I can see two things happening. The child support being decreased because Drea herself is making sure he's not working. And secondly, a couple of more months, the boy is of age. So the child support ends. And I'm thinking in 161,000, but it says it was 160,000, 161,000. So, and some change. So I don't know. Maybe he fully paid it up at the other 2 months before the boy's birthday, and added in it and made sure that he just completely done with child support. But I cannot imagine him still having to pay child support after he leave court. And I guess the thing he want to do now is be up to the kids whether they're going to have a relationship with him. But that's something that they're going to have to figure out themselves as children, because Drea will be out of the picture.
Get in contact with your daughter. Anything you want to say? Because obviously they're still doing fine.
Right, they did media this morning, and we did Gail King first. Gail reached out to me. I've been knowing Gail a long time, and we did Gail King first, and everybody else kind of followed suit. So I've been in contact with Jocelyn Savage's parents and their attorney. I have not spoke to Mrs. Clary, mother, for that. I got the phone number this morning for the first time. I will be reaching out to her parents. The problem is agreeing to where the meeting will take place at. And I think I talked to both young ladies personally myself. No RKelly, just me. And they both said they would not leave Chicago. They're not leaving Chicago. They're going to stay here. The meeting's going to take place. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen here.
Can you give us their state of mind? Because obviously they're now in the middle of this, and everybody's making judgments on them. And you said you spend some time with them. So
well, I'm here every day. I mean,
give us their friends.
Yesterday they were out walking. I guess you guys don't recognize them. I guess nobody cares to put them on camera. They walk through the mall. They go get makeup. They shop. They eat without bodyguards on their own, all day, every day. And so maybe the cameras are not rolling. Their state of mind is good. I mean, like I said, I've been here since I've been here. I got to speak on what I've seen. I have not seen anything that would be suspicious to me, and I have a keen eye for all this kind of stuff. And I haven't seen the young ladies upset or anything, being mistreated. Nothing. I mean, yesterday I opened the refrigerator. It's fully stocked with salads and water and food and all kind of stuff. I'm nosy. I want to know. So at the end of the day, I haven't seen it.
So everybody wants to believe that these girls are brainwashed, held hostage, whatever. And I listened to the latest video today because I didn't know what brainwash. I didn't know what brainwash means either. I just figured these girls are not brainwashed because there are certain things that catches my attention that I just don't see them as being brainwashed, even though they could be. And she gave 5 things that will let you know whether a person is brainwashed, things that I didn't know. So that's food for thought for me. So now when I'm looking at people, I will be looking for those things. But these girls, first of all, the first thing she said that they starve their bodies of protein. These girls don't look starved to me on Gail. Now, Jocelyn looked kind of stoic a little bit. She wasn't as outspoken as Azrael, is what I'm saying. He said, the different things that she says, it makes sense to me, but my thing is, I tend to look at things critically, and I take note of anomalies. And the anomaly in the thing with the 2 girls when they did Gail's show was that one, Azrael was talking whatever, and then Azrael is like it's like a switch turned on, and she started talking about her parents. Is what her dad does, and the fact that she says when she was 17, her dad told her to lie to RKelly since she was 18. Her dad had her take pictures with RKelly, take sexual pictures of RKelly. They do all these different things with RKelly, so that if ever will go down or whatever, they got stuff to blackmail him. And she's saying that's what they're doing now. Now, when she said that, then she mentioned the fact about her dad sexually assaulting someone. And then I saw one of the YouTuber's video, they pulled that arrest record up showing that that's true. So now, even though Jocelyn's parents had what they call settled down a bit, for lack of a better word, the Savages was out there going hard at it. Now with Jocelyn bringing her dad out the way she did, now her dad seems to be settling down, and now the Savages, now Jocelyn's parents is coming out full force with this. I got proof. I got videos, audios, text messages, this and this and that to prove the things that they say are true about RKelly and Jocelyn. And I listened to the audio this morning, and especially the one between the audio between Jocelyn and her mother, when they were obviously they're still communicating. And the one thing about that video is this: I guess they was trying to prove the herpes thing. But what I got from it, Jocelyn was still in communication with her mom. She is telling her mom she thinks she has herpes. And she was concerned about that. And she was saying she told RKelly did something, I guess, about he having that. I guess her parents knew that she had relations with him. And her mama said, why did you tell him that? Don't tell him that. And she's hard down saying she thinks she has herpes. The girl is concerned about having herpes. And you can tell she sneaked to talk to her parents, because in the video, you can look it up. I didn't screen record it or anything, but you look the video up, you can tell, like when someone got close, she stopped talking or whatever, and then she came back, and her mama asked what was going on, and she said, well, like, they was about to go in a minute. I guess they was going to a concert, the RKelly concert or something, to sing or whatever. And her mom was upset with her telling RKelly. She said I guess she was going to ask RKelly about the herpes thing, because she's concerned about having herpes. She wanted to get checked and all of that. Not once did her mother say, address the herpes thing. She said, why did you tell RKelly? He is just trying to cover himself. He's trying to cover himself. Don't talk to him. Don't tell him anything. He's just trying to cover himself. She worried about RKelly covering himself more than she cared about her daughter, who's telling her several times she's concerned with having herpes. Now I could hear I guess the immediacy in Jocelyn's voice. Me as a mother, my daughter at RKelly, she called me, she tell me what Jocelyn told her mother. The first thing I'm gonna say, do you want me to come get you? You want me to take you to the doctor? Not once did that woman say that. That made absolutely no sense to me. Where you at? I'm coming to get you, and I'm coming to get you checked. Now, her mother didn't do that. Now, she said, well, they about to go in a few minutes, and I guess your mother call her back. Now, I want to think communication stopped at that point when her mother didn't do what she needed to do to go get this girl and have her checked. If she went and got her and had her checked and found out if she had herpes or not, she may not be with RKelly today. I don't know. But that makes no sense to me. Why didn't she go get her daughter at that point? That was the point to get Jocelyn out. Not now. Because once she done gone and talked to RKelly, all communication breaks down. Because now she done gone and tell you, mommy, that she thinks she has herpes. Now RKelly gonna get her checked, better get taken care of or whatever, if she has that. And a lot of people, when they have herpes, I know people with herpes, and this girl got like 8 babies and still having babies and got herpes and passing on to a few people. But the thing about it is, people have herpes, but they don't intentionally pass it to people all the time. I don't know, because they say sometimes you have outbreaks, then you know you have it. But they say now you don't even have to have an outbreak and you still can pass it. I don't know if she have herpes or can have herpes. I don't know. But one thing I do know, that that's the point in time Jocelyn was supposed to be rescued. Not after communication breakdown. Once communication breakdown, and Jocelyn spoke to RKelly's not going to let her speak to her. She's not going to, he's going to manipulate that conversation with the parents. That's how, so I'm thinking that's why the parents is so distraught and trying to get her away. because they lost the opportunity to get her away. They lost the opportunity when she did not say, Jocelyn, where you at? I'm coming to get you. I'm taking you to the doctor and get you checked. Listen to the audio. So I guess you can easily find it. I just wake up this morning, start looking at them videos, and I look at what's in the feed, up next feed, and I click on the watch every, and then other videos come. And so I just happened to saw this. So that's my thing on that. So now I feel for these parents, but it's too late to rescue these two girls from R. Kelly, because once these girls spoke to R. Kelly about what the parents said, and especially with what Azrael said her dad did, and the fact that this man said he got pictures and videos, naked picture video of this girl, and he gonna turn them over. He had to been the one to take the pictures and the videos to even have them to turn over. So that made absolutely no sense to me. So with R. Kelly knowing all of that, okay, communication breakdown. Ashley's mother, tell her mother, she got herpes. Talk to R. Kelly. Because the longer they're there, without the parents intervening at a certain point in time, these girls are going to end up talking to R. Kelly, because she was very concerned about having herpes. So if she spoke to R. Kelly, that's where the communication breakdown came in. That's what I'm seeing. But anyway, let me play some more of this.
Can you expand a little bit more on his recording career? You're talking about he doesn't have a job. He's a musician. We all know it. What is the future of him ever recording again?
Oh, he'll record again.
How does that work?
He'll record again. Right now, the judge took his passport, and so he can't leave the country. And it's hard.
So R. Kelly had jobs in Germany and Australia singing to make money to pay child support. They had him arrested and took his passport away because the goal is to make absolutely R. Kelly is making no money whatsoever, but it's supposed to pay child support. Those two things make absolutely no sense to me.
He has to get permission to leave the state, and I'm sure the judge would probably grant that at some point.
Think about it. He can't even leave the state to make money in other parts of the United States. So the man is being taken care of by his fans. They are putting this man in a place where his fans is literally taking care of him. Think about it. He's not working, but he gets to live in Trump Towers. I'm pretty sure Trump Towers is not a cheap place to live at.
I haven't talked to her. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't really know that. But he has to make a living. He's recording every day. He has a studio in his home, so he's always recording. He has over 300, 400 songs that he has in his archive.
So R. Kelly has a studio in Trump Towers. He has a studio in his home. I guess it's not hard to set up a studio in an apartment. That apartment is probably twice the size. That one apartment probably twice the size of my thing. 20 by 70 trailer, or 20 by 50 trailer, however big this trailer is.
So he's ready to get out. I mean, he's all he does is sing and record all day. And when he's not doing that, he's shooting basketball. He loves basketball. He loves cigars. He smokes cigars. That's one of the things he likes. And he loves to talk spirituals. He loves to talk about God and his mom. And so it's nothing different, normal than any other household that I see. Any other questions? Any more questions?
So that's the end. So that's the end of this. So bottom line with this is this. I'm on R. Kelly's side. I'm not on R. Kelly's side. and I'm not on the accuser side. And I can't be on the victim side if there are no victims. Azrael and Jocelyn, and I saw Dominique video. These three said they are not victims. And apparently the girl that was peed on in the video, said she's not the victim, it wasn't her. So there are no victims. Now everybody keep going back to when he married Aaliyah. Well, he did this and he did that. Thing about it is, you keep jumping back to years ago where he was found not guilty to justify putting him in jail for girls who are adults and say they're not victims. It's a crazy space, but we are maturing as human beings. Therefore, we just able to see that this is crazy. The obvious is a lie, and a lie is portrayed as an obvious truth that any common sense thinking person should be able to see and know. No. If you're using your common sense and you are thinking critically of what you're seeing, the obvious truth looks like an obvious lie to some people. I'm not saying none of this is a lie. I'm not saying RKelly is lying. I'm not saying Jocelyn and Azrael is lying. Dominique is lying. I'm not saying none of these people is lying. The accusers, I'm not saying like Dre and I'm not saying they're lying. I'm just saying what actually makes sense. And it absolutely makes no sense for a woman getting $20,000 a month to stop a man from getting child support and say he punishing her for telling her story. You making sure he's not working. That's why he stopped paying child support. But anyway, that's my take on this RKelly case, and I will be back with another video. Bye.